one and all to Dimension 20. Our cast of players will assume the role of heroic adventurers embarking on a dangerous quest. Our story takes place in the world of Spire. Spire mostly conforms to your expectations for a world of swords and sorcery, with one notable exception, and that's Elmville. Elmville is a little town in a nation called Solace. Solace may be home to elves, orcs, dwarves, and gnomes, but it resembles more of a 1950s through 1980s America. There are several schools in Elmville, but our story begins at the Eggfort Adventuring Academy, the world's premier training ground for would-be heroes. Our story begins with 6 freshmen on their first day of school, and the first bell's just about to ring. Without any further ado, Dimension 20 proudly presents Fantasy High! My name is Brennan Lee Mulligan. I'm the Dungeon Master for you guys this evening. We're going to be playing a little bit of a tabletop RPG here with the College Humor cast. Say hi, guys.
Woo!
Oh, wow. We'll go ahead. Let's just all say, this is Miss Emily Axford.
Not today, but yeah.
Zach Oyama.
Also not today, but...
Siobhan Thompson.
I refuse it. Take it back.
Lou Wilson.
I'll take it.
Allie Beardsley.
Sure.
And Brian Murphy.
As Riz Gutgag.
There it is.
We're going to be playing a little role-playing game for you guys. Thanks for coming and playing with us. This season marks the beginning of our adventure into the world of Fantasy High, where we ask the question that has long gone unasked. What would happen if John Hughes ran a game of a tabletop RPG? And we're going to find out today. Swords, high school, puberty, magic, it's all coming together. We're going to descend to somebody's home. Why don't we have this decided by a roll of the dice? That feels fine to me.
Yeah.
Sweaty palms.
Hell yeah. We're going to go downtown.
Yep.
As the clouds part, a flock of gulls flies over the Marigold River, heading down to an area of wealth and expansive taste. It's downtown Elmville, and we see that amongst the manors, there is a colossal, gilded man-o-war, a pirate ship, great and mighty, that has been dry docked and dragged out of the river all the way up onto land and turned into a mansion. We see vast hedgerows and various bankers and also like pirates dragging chests of gold up through like hedge mazes and topiary and fountains. And we see out on a little sort of clay patio. Lou, would you describe yourself for the other players?
Oh, of course. Hello. I'm Fabian Aramis, Seacaster. You know, I'm a half-elf. I'm, of course, the son of the famous William Seacaster, the great adventurer who sailed the Celestine Sea, freeing slaves and raising up nations. I'm a fencer by trade. I also know how to glassblow, and I'm quite good at calligraphy. And I am absolutely thrilled to be here at the Eggfort Adventuring Academy. Very excited to kind of start on my adventure of becoming an adventurer, much like my father, that I may too one day take up the mantle of the Seacaster name and show my heroism across Spire.
You're out on a lovely day. You wake up early in the morning. You've had a great green protein shake made by your halfling maid, Cathilda. Oh. And you're out on the patio with your fencing instructor, Herson, practicing.
Fantastic.
The sound of swords and sabers ringing off of each other. Fabian, what does your character look like so that we can...
I'm 6'1", white hair, a relative, like a thinner, like a very, how would you say it?
Lean, athletic.
Lean muscle. That's what I was looking for. Very like lean muscle, very dexterous, but also incredibly strong.
I'm thinking soccer
Like
player
a
or swimmer?
swimmer's body.
Yeah, but a real Michael Phelps type.
Okay, shoulders, hello.
For those of you at home. Yeah.
Michael Phelps with a sword.
And white hair. Such a tiny sword in comparison to the size of his body.
As Herson and you fence, your mother, Hilarial Seacaster, a high elf with beautiful long flowing hair and a sort of kind of like a fusion kimono, some kind of
my
silk garment
God, I
hanging off of
love
one
her.
shoulder. As an elf, she's immortal, so she looks, about as, she looks like early 20s, even though she's about 200 years old. She has a huge goblet of wine. It's about like 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, Mama.
She goes, darling, you look wonderful. Are you winning the fight? I don't.
Oh, Mama, Herson is really giving it to me today, but don't worry, I'll best him yet.
Herson, let my boy win. Let him win the sweet boy.
Herson, don't you dare take it easy on me, all right? I need to be strong.
Of course, I would never take it easy on you. You are a champion. You have the gift of your father.
Yes.
You hear Aleph say, did someone mention the man of the house?
Oh, Papa!
Stomping out of a gold archway is the most piratey fucking pirate you've ever seen in your life. Tri-corner hat, eye patch, saber at his side, long coat. In this weird like 1950s suburb, he sticks out like a fucking sore thumb. Your father made his wealth by means that some call heroic and others would call evil, but those are anyone's going to talk about someone who's achieved greatness. He swaggers out onto the patio and says, my dear darling boy, there he is, the apple of my eye, my pride and joy.
Oh, Papa.
He grabs your head and kisses you on both cheeks and goes, now, today is your first day of school, all right? Now, I never had much in the way of book learning, never was raised in no school of any kind. So, here's what you do on your first day, all right? I've asked around. You find the biggest and meanest man there.
Yes, Papa.
You go up to him and you drive your fist hard and strong right into his stomach and send him to his knees.
Yes, Papa. That's what I'll do. Just like you would have done if you ever went to school.
That's right, my sweet boy. Now, I have a little present for you if you're so inclined.
Papa.
You see, he reaches into a bag and pulls out a red and white Egg Fort letter jacket for the Blood Rush team, the Egg Fort Owlbears.
Oh, Papa.
He hands it to you and says, oh, my boy, my sweet boy. Now, technically, you're not on the team yet. They're going to have some informal tryouts today, mainly for people that are coming back and have played earlier season. Now, you're a freshman, but I've had a little bit of a conversation with Coach Daybreak, who's the coach of the Owlbears over there. And I understand he'll be accommodating you in terms of a tryout today.
Oh, fantastic, Papa. Thank you so much. I mean, the tryout's just a simple formality. I mean, we both know that I have the skills to be a champion.
Of course. Of course. You're my son. You're a direct reflection of me.
Yes.
You and your glory is the same as my glory.
Yes, it is.
That's how we relate to each other.
Exactly.
That's how it goes.
Yes.
Now, in addition to your skill and your talent and your raw power as a master of combat, I've also paid a handsome sum of money to Coach Daybreak.
Oh.
A bribe.
Well, of course.
An illegal bribe.
Well, I wouldn't. I would do the exact same.
Of course.
I would have done it if you hadn't.
What do we say is the relationship between luck and talent?
500 gold pieces.
My sweet boy. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
See, he grabs your head and kisses you on the forehead. And he looks over. You see that your mom is just literally winking at her son and waving over at him. And he goes, my darling wife, I'll be dead in the grave and she'll still be alive.
I know that, Papa.
You know I'll die before you, long before.
Yeah.
The elven blood in you.
You tell me every day.
Time ticks away, grain of sand by grain of sand.
Yes, Papa. Yes, of course. Of course it does.
We cannot live forever.
Yes.
So what must we do to live forever? Write our name on the face of the world with our heroic deeds.
Yes, of course, Papa. Write my name on the face of the world with heroic deeds. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna.
That's all. That's all
Okay,
it is.
great. Thank you. Yes, we do.
Now get yourself to school.
Okay, thanks, Papa.
We're going to cut now to another one of our brave adventurers. Oh boy. We're going to cut over now to the neighborhood of Elm Valley. Oh, Lord save us. We are cutting over to Elm Valley now, where we're going to go and meet our wonderful friend, and it's her first day of school at Egg Fort. It's Kirsten Applebee's. Kristen Applebee's, you're in your bedroom right now. You've got an emblem of a cob of corn in praise to Helio, the god of corn, and his father Sol, the god of the sun. You have been touched by the spirit of the divine. You have been sent to this world to share the healing power of your God. Amen.
It's true.
You look at it and you see, describe your character and sort of what they look like, what their room is like, what's kind of going on.
Yeah, Kristen Applebee's is always wearing a tie-dye shirt from a summer camp that she went to, like a religious summer camp. She has red hair, freckles. She's was made for camp. She walks around with her leather Bible that has her name engraved on the cover. She's always holding it. And yeah, she's big into the corn god.
You hear a bunch of noise. You have a one-story kind of like ranch house, a little, that kind of like. Elm Valley is a super conservative neighborhood. Out in the living room, there's like a sofa and like a playpen for your little brothers. You hear your little brothers, Bucky, Bricker, and Cork are all out just like rolling around on the ground. Their school starts a little bit later than yours does. And you hear your dad, Mac, and your mom, Donna, yelling out there saying, I swear to God, Bricker, if you don't give your dad back his halberd, you're not going to be able to play when you get home, all right? Now say your prayers, wash your hands, and get ready to get to school. You hear a knock on the door, and you hear the voice of your mom say, Kristen, you up in there? You almost ready to go to school, sweetheart?
Sure am. I just finished praying.
You see the door opens, and you see your mom leans her head in. Your mom's sort of a thick-set woman, and she's got this little sort of like short-sleeved kind of mom shirt and the shorts. She's got like some hiking boots on. Your mom and dad are human paladins. They work for the border patrol, going and making sure that people from the mountains of chaos and monsters don't get in. You see your mom says like, all right, saying your prayers to the corn god, Helio, praise be.
I am. I'm almost done. Just another hour.
Okay, we're gonna be pretty late if you were gonna do a whole hour.
I guess I can. Everything is a form of prayer, so I guess I'll just go. Let's go.
See, your mom gets a little misty-eyed, and she says, "Oh, sweetheart, I'm so glad that you were chosen, and Pastor Amelia is so proud of you. And listen, it's not too late for us to send you to Sun Peak to go train."
No, Mom! I want to rub shoulders with real people. I want to go to parties and dump my beer down the sink and refill the beer can with water so no one feels weird around me.
Gotcha. Look, she says, look, Helio asks us to live a pure life, right? You're going to be going to a school with, elves and...
Mom, I think your and Dad's stance is racist.
Okay.
You're only for humans who look like you. Have you ever looked at all your friends, Mom? Do any of them look different?
How can I be racist against an elf? I never met one. I don't even know an elf.
Exactly, you've never met one.
Okay, so
you know
this
what?
is because...
If Helio was here right now, he would pop out of a corn husk. He would pop into a million different pieces of himself, and he would spread those pieces around to all parts of the city. He wouldn't just be hanging out here.
Okay. I'm not smart enough to go toe-to-toe with you, Kristen. I'm a simple woman. I haven't read the book as close. I'm not chosen, so...
You're really smart, Mom, okay? I love you, and I think you're really smart. And I think you're relying on... I don't know very much. I want to hear you never say that again.
You see that your dad pokes his head and says, "Everything all right in here? We about to head out, or?"
Yeah, we're fine. I'm gonna go meet all my elf friends.
The hell? You got elf friends already? What the hell?
I hope so. I hope I have friends. I hope I don't even have one human friend.
All right. Well, you know everything. You can talk to Helio, so you would know. You get piled into a station wagon. You see your little brothers bouncing around in the back seat. Your dad turns the elemental rune key that starts the engine up, and you guys start heading off. You see your brother Cork looks up, your littlest brother, and he goes, "You go to venture school?" You go fight a dragon?
I hope so.
Really? That's so cool.
Thanks. Do you want a tissue? Do you want a wet now? Do you want a tissue?
I'm good.
No.
I got a crayon up there.
What?
I got a crayon.
You have a whole crayon in your nose. Here.
Up.
Oh, God.
You see that a small bit of light covers his nose. What, you heal your brother back there?
Yes.
You know what? I got no worries about you. You guys take off. Ooh, baby. Here's the next one. Let's really feel it.
Okay.
So it's pretty early. It's a misty gray kind of morning over in Little Branch. Little Branch is the area of town where like the small folk live. There's a lot of miniature houses over there. And we see over in a little corner of a neighborhood, sort of far away, there's a tree. And it's a tree with a little door in it, and there's little windows and little pulleys and kites and all kinds of things of gnomish make, clever little contraptions and wonderful things. And there, in the middle of the tree, standing up from a bed that fills up the entire tree and almost at sort of like a slant even, the face sort of pressed up against the windowsill, is Gorgug Thistlespring. Gorgug, can you tell us sort of what you look like and what you're doing right now?
Yeah. I'm Gorgug. I'm 14. I'm 6 feet, 4 inches tall. I'm a lot bigger than this house that I'm in. I kind of don't have a lot of friends. I'm not good really talking to people. I like keeping to myself and just sort of like drawing or something or listening to music. I'm adopted, by the way. My parents are little gnomes, and I'm a lot bigger than them. Last night I broke my bed in my sleep. Again. I just like to keep to myself.
Gorgug is there in his gray hoodie. He's got his headphones on, listening to some music.
Evanescence, no doubt.
You see that it's pretty early, and you see that coming in from the workshop, your adoptive mom and dad, Digby and Wilma Thistlespring, are tinkerers, and you see they come in. Your dad's kind of got this, like mutton chops, and he's bald. He's got these sort of goggles on, and your mom's got like a little sort of like workshop like bandana around her head, and they both have like aprons on and have like little curly pointed shoes. You see your dad and mom both walk in, and your mom goes, "Well, hey there, sweetie. You're already up."
Yeah, I got up pretty early. I broke my bed again.
"Oh, sweetheart, well, that's no problem. Oh, on the first day of school." You see that your dad immediately goes over and starts doing some like gnomish spell, takes like a hammer and starts mending it with magic. And you see he says, "Hey, you know what? Sometimes a thing gets broken, and when you rebuild it, it's stronger for it, you know? A lot of things are like that. You put a sword in a steel forge, you gotta beat the hell out of that thing to get it nice and hard and sharp, you know? Breaking things isn't bad."
I mean, you keep saying that, but I keep breaking things.
And it's always good. It's always good that you're right, you know.
I had a weird dream where I got really mad, and then I woke up and my bed was broken.
Okay.
Do you guys have dreams where you're mad all the time?
You see that Digby and Wilma look at each other and go, "Well, sure."
Really?
Sure.
I was just thinking about I've never seen you mad.
Well, well, you didn't see me when your old pa here dropped a screwdriver on my dang thumb. I was fit to, I said, hey, watch it, Buster. He really got
You're
it.
so mad and you said, hey, watch it, Buster?
Ugh, yeah, I really...
I feel like my insides are boiling.
Whoa.
When I'm mad, I'm not mad right now.
Okay, hey, you know what? Everybody gets mad sometimes, and one thing you can think about when you're going to school is hey, I'm things aren't going my way. I'm getting pretty PO'd. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sing a song. Your mom grabs like a little harp and your dad grabs a little ukulele, and they start sort of harmonizing, and they go like, when you feel a little mad, it's probably because you really feel sad. Just remember your mom and dad, and then you'll start to feel real glad. That's right. Okay. That's right, bud. So just sing that song around the other high schoolers if you start feeling upset.
Okay, I gotta go.
You see Gorgug, you walk out, you see your mom right at the door, hands you a little tin flower. And you see she says, now, another, back at Oak Shield, you had it was a little bit of a hurdle trying to, we had a little bit of a hard time trying to make pals, right? But making pals is just like making a flower, You think...
It's just like making a flower?
Sure! Everything's just like something else.
Oh.
Please
don't sing another song.
You see your dad softly puts his ukulele down. You see your mom goes, well, with a flower, you think, hey, what should that thing look like? And how would I make it? And what would I do? And you're thoughtful, and then you're real careful with it. And then you put the work in, you put the elbow grease in, and you do it with love the whole time. And if you just go be yourself, be your great good self with your great big heart, I just know you'll make some friends, bud.
Okay, thank you, Mom. I'll go to school and I'll try to make a friend today.
Maybe give him the flower. Maybe give him the flower.
Thanks for the flower.
That could make a friend.
I'm gonna buy a friend with a flower.
Well, it's not buying a gift isn't buying, a gift isn't buying something. You give someone a compliment, is that buying something? You give someone a smile.
No. Okay.
Give someone a smile? You ever do that? Well, yeah, the tusks are really coming in, bud.
They're so big.
We're going to cut now. Let's see here. Oh, boy. We will now go a little bit north of here to Clearbrook.
Oh, my goodness.
Here in the neighborhood of Clearbrook, we now venture through the lofty woods and the shaded streets to the Abernant residence, where we find ourselves at the breakfast table with Mr. Angwin Abernant, Ms. Arianwen Abernant, Ms. Aylwin Abernant, and Miss Ardine Abernant. At a small breakfast nook with crystalline windows, a small spinning elven pylon of pure runic magical energy, small unseen servants, little air elementals, whisk eggs and tea and other things like that to the table back and forth. You see that your father, the elven diplomat from Falinel, reads the paper and ruffles it. Your mother, a professor at Hudall, looks down at her tea and goes over her curriculum for the day. And your older sister, prim, proper, and perfect in her Hudall uniform, sits next to you. Describe your character to us, if you'd be so kind.
I'm Adine Abernant. I'm the daughter of the Elvish ambassador. I was at Hudall, but unfortunately I failed the entrance exam to get into the upper school because I had a little bit of panic attack. But Eggfort's good too. I'm happy to be at Eggfort. That's good. It's like actually I'm better at that practical applications of magic anyway, and I'm good. I it's good. I'm excited to go.
I'm good.
So at the table, you see that your father sort of ruffles the paper and says, Oh, ghastly business that. I'm sure this will come up at my next meeting at the council. It's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
I hate it when you do that.
What's that?
You say a thing is dreadful, but you don't say what it is.
Do you want to know?
I don't know.
Adine, an inquiring mind is one that sees before it the opportunity for knowledge and strives to move forward. Your sister, Aylwin, for example, I trust that when she wants to know something, she will ask. That's the mind of a researcher, rather than sort of the responsive, more visceral attitude of a practical caster, you understand?
If you really wanted us to know things, you'd get us papers ourselves, except you sit here and you say, oh, gosh, terrible, oh, drat, what a thing. And then I have to ask you, instead of you saying, oh, look, here's some actual practical information that you might want to know.
You see, your sister says, I get the paper on my crystal. Do you not? I get it on my
I'm
crystal.
not allowed a crystal because I failed the entrance exam.
That's right, you're not allowed a crystal. Well, I'm sure if you kill a hobgoblin, maybe you'll... What are the sort of things they do at Eggfort? I'm not sure. It's an honest question. Do you kill hobgoblins?
I cast Ray of Sickness underneath the kitchen table.
Stop it.
Oh dear, I mean, I think that maybe my sister is too sick to go to school today.
No, children, no offensive spell casting at the Nook. That's going to take a whole prestidigitation to clean up. Ariane, do you want to do that? Very well, Father. Your mother swirls her hand and says, Adine, I don't understand why you and your sister can't simply get along.
Why don't you ask her? Why do you always ask me?
Well, I don't know. I don't choose to examine that. I'm rather busy. I'm trying to complete this curriculum
Right,
today.
yes, of course, you're rather busy for me.
You see that she looks over at your father, immediately ignoring that very pointed statement you just made, and says, dear, do tell me, what did you see in the news? He says, well, the Elven Oracle has died in a shipwreck. Very dreadful business. On her way from Falinel to Bastion City. Looks like a ship, the Cerulean, just went down. Dreadful affair. I'll have to be dealing with that. I'm sure the Archmagi will have no end of talking about what's to be done. Terrible.
She can't have been that good an oracle if she didn't see the storm coming.
Adine!
Why?
You see, Aylwin goes, no, really, Adine, that's much too much. Oh, God.
Just saying.
Stinks. Sort of breakfast concludes. Your father gives you a very chaste kiss on the head, and your sister. So your mother gets up and says, I trust that you girls see yourself. She says, Aylwin, if you'd like to take the car, you can do that. And Adine, I understand that there's a bus that goes to Eggfort?
I mean, other people's parents might have found that out for them.
Well, I think this is a very a wonderful time for you to apply some of your divination casting. Perhaps gaze into a crystal ball, see if the bus is coming to a certain place. It's sort of the thing they value there, isn't it?
Very well, I shall find my own way to school.
That's my good girl. And she kisses you on the head. You get your stuff and get ready to head out. You got kind of got this like little prep uniform as well. Your father walks over to you and says, Adine, before you go, I'd like to give you something. You see, he takes this big crystal orb out from a satchel. You see, he says, this is an arcane focus that an old friend of mine, a warcaster from the military in Falinel, employed for his spell casting. I've had no use for an arcane focus, but I understand that you'll be spell casting under adverse conditions, so perhaps it will be of some use to you.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, you're very welcome. Here you are.
It's very big.
What's that?
Thank you.
Why would it be impractical to fight with a 2-foot diameter orb? Wouldn't a large orb? It helps you focus the spell energy. I really do try my best. I don't know what to tell you. This is a touching gift from a friend of mine. You don't like it, you can give it back. That's fine.
No, thank you. Thank you, Father. I'll put it in my backpack, I guess.
I don't think it will fit, but try your best.
Then I'll carry it in my hands to school on my first day of school. I'm sure it will make a great impression with these new people.
You see that your father ducks away. You and Aylwin start walking, and you see that she looks over at you and she says, "That was a mean trick with the vomit and all that. I don't ever cast spells at you."
Yes, you do all the time.
Well, mine are always funnier. You know, they have a ironic sort of twist.
I cast Tasha's hideous laughter on them.
Make a saving throw, if you'd be so kind, for Tasha's hideous laughter.
Oh.
Would you roll?
4. Do I have points to add to it? That
Did
as
she
well?
like reverse it at her?
That she does.
That's badass.
Sorry.
Sister's a fucking
I'm
badass.
into school laughing like a crazy person.
Sister's so cool.
Oh no!
My sister's
so
cool.
I
On
love her
top of
sister.
it, her
Oh, yeah,
uniform is
make
just
a- what'd you roll for your wisdom
slightly
save?
better fitting.
4 plus wisdom.
Plus wisdom. 4 is not going to do it.
Great.
You start cackling like a lunatic.
No.
I also need to have you make a wisdom saving throw for your panic attack condition.
20. 18 plus 2.
18 plus 2, cool. So you don't go into a panic attack, but you do start laughing like a lunatic. You see, she says, "See, for example, I just said that my spells were funny, and I've turned your laughter spell back on you, with is both ironic and funny, which are the two things that I said my spells are like. And I didn't even have to use a spell slot. Isn't that something?"
Going to learn so many spells to destroy you. This is my only game going to this school, to find a group of people to destroy your fucking life.
You see, she says, "I'm sure you will. You're going to join one of those little arcane secret societies." Go, "Ooh."
I punch her in the face.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Did you use up all your spell slots on your sister?
You just die in your opening.
3.
3. You whip, your skinny elven fist whiffs right past her face, and she says, "That sort of pure brute physical violence, I'm sure, will earn you all sorts of credits at this school for brawling, and it's lovely. Well done." You see, she says, "Can I, before you injure yourself by trying to attack me, can I just be very clear about something? Look," she says, it's awful that you got kicked out of Feudal. It's awful. It doesn't reflect well on our family, but that's not even the reason."
Punch her in the face.
Go for it again.
8.
8. She says, "Really? Stop! What's the game at this point? I'm throwing punches."
The game is me hitting you in the face.
She says, "I'm trying to help."
No, you're trying to help yourself.
No, look, all right? I'm trying to do a nice older sister thing for once. Can I do it? Can I do that?
Can you?
Good grief. All right. Look, Eggfort doesn't work like Feudal, all right? So all the things about grades and tests and practicals and exams and all that, that's all out. It's a nonsense place. It's all topsy-turvy there, all right? They look differently on the sort of things that they value there. So the things that really, really work for that academy are sort of things that would be insane to do at Feudal. I heard that one of the best ways to get into an arcane society was to steal a book from the restricted section on your first day. That's something that they look at as, I don't know, some kind of adventurer's initiative, or it shows, I don't know, gumption, something along those lines.
I don't want to take any more advice from you, because you probably couldn't even get into Eggfort. Just because you're good at Hudol doesn't mean you'd be good at Eggfort.
I could get into Eggfort
terrible
and
at
turn
Eggfort.
that whole school around brick by brick. I could lift it up in the air.
You're
and put
too
it back
scared
down.
to try. You're too scared to try.
I am proper and well behaved and well mannered, so I don't care to engage in this anymore. All right, fine. Go on your first day, get partnered up with some sort of barbarian, go out into the wilds and get killed on your first adventure. See what I care.
Good, I shall.
See, she turns and walks away.
Whoa.
Pretentious.
Hell yeah. We now go over to
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
we go now to Ballister, which is kind of like, you know, a little more rundown, more seedy kind of place, kind of bad part of town. And we see strong tower luxury apartments with the luxury kind of arcano crystal flickering, so it just goes strong tower apartments. We see that there is a small bedroom and basically like a kind of retrofitted, like it's like a 1-bedroom apartment with like a kind of cordoned off, like bed in the living room with like a fake drywall around it. Very small apartment. And we see that there's like sun's just coming up. There's like some smoke coming from like some burning thing on the oven, and there's a little bit of like coffee in a mug. A very sparse, Spartan kind of place. And we see Riz Gukgak. Brian, go ahead and describe Riz for me, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah, so I'm Riz Gukgak. My nickname in middle school was Briefcase Kid. I'm a goblin, and I don't have a lot of friends, even though I'm pretty social, which is weird. My only real friend was this halfling named Penny Luckstone, who technically my babysitter. I had a babysitter until I was 13, but she recently went missing. And my mom is a detective, and I'm a licensed private investigator. So I am gonna find Penny myself.
So it's early in the morning. I assume you've been up all night working your case.
I've got my board that just has the missing girls all just pointed at the school, and that's all I have. And I'm just...
That's so creepy to have in a little boy's room.
I just have a board of missing girls.
He's trying to find them.
Whatever, creep.
Yeah, whatever.
You're not here. You're not here. None of you are here.
You take breaks and kiss a pillow.
Penny.
So you're
Riz is there not kissing a pillow? Just being a private investigator.
You see that it's early in the morning. You're kind of looking at the board. It's a really nice board. You got like the yarn and everything. It's kind of sparse clues wise. It's sort of just the pictures and the dates where they went missing and stuff like that.
Trying to move it around to like make it different, but I only have like 5 clues.
You see that the door opens and your mom, Sklanda Gukgak, walks in. Sklanda is a classic goblin. She's got sort of like green skin, yellow eyes, the big ears that come out to each side, but it's got like that classic like mom haircut, you know what I mean? Kind of like the bangs and like the kind of bob or whatever. She walks in, she's got like the sort of white shirt. She's got like a underarm holster for a little arquebus dress shoe. She walks in, she's got like the badge hanging off of the belt there. You see that she opens the door, walks in. She's been gone all night working. And you see that she walks in and she goes, Riz, sweetie, you're up? What are you doing?
I got up. I got some sleep. I slept for 4 hours. So he said 4 hours was the minimum.
4 hours is the minimum.
I got 4 hours of sleep.
Okay.
I got up a couple times to work on the board, but for the most part, 4 hours of sleep.
Sweetie, you know that it's not great that you're doing this, right?
Well, they're missing. Mom.
Why does this say licensed private investigator?
It says it's little, but it's legal.
It looks like a smudge. Oh, sweetie, that's
technically
really
legal,
skirting the line a lot.
But overall, okay.
Yeah, look, sweetheart, you got a lot of gumption, but we have detectives that are working, or actually, we have one detective working this case, but...
And I can be your man on the inside.
Man on the inside?
Yeah, at the school, right? That's where the girls all went to the school.
Yes, they all went to Egg Fort.
And that's the clue that I have.
She looks at your one clue. I went to Egg Fort, and she says, okay. You could throw a couple more clues on there. There's a couple things. We could,
just read a newspaper? Or...
Yeah, we'll just read a newspaper, the dates, right? Kind of circumstances, last scene, last person's scene.
That's why it's good to have you around, Mom.
Why am I encouraging this? Don't do that.
Scribbling dates.
Don't. Oh, God. Okay.
Okay.
You eating? Are you hungry? You want some to eat?
I had coffee.
That's not food, sweetie.
I haven't eaten. Okay,
That's okay. I'm
gonna
go get some. What do we have? She opens the fridge and it's empty, and she goes, "Okay, I gotta go shopping." You see that she opens the thing, and there's some cereal. She takes a little thing of cereal out, pours 2 bowls, pours some milk in. You see that there's not enough milk for 2 bowls, so that she pours the milk out of her bowl into yours and puts water from the sink in it. And you see she puts it in front of you, and you see that she goes.
Don't cry.
You see she says.
I love her.
You see she says.
Shout out moms.
All right, well, eat up, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, I'll find a time to go shopping and get the rest. Hey, today, first day of school, right?
Yeah.
And this Saturday, it's the 5-year anniversary. So if you want to head over to the cemetery, we can go visit Dad and sort of see how things are going.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
We can go in the morning if you got stuff you're doing. Because I know you probably try to make friends at school.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be busy because I'm going to make so I figured like a lot of kids would just be like giving out their phone numbers on their phone, but I made business cards.
Ooh.
So I'll probably be busy Saturday.
Oh.
But why don't we do it in the morning?
Sweetheart, yeah. Formality is great when you're trying to be a professional, and I know that you see me work a lot, and so that's kind of a professionalism. But there's something to be said. When I go out with the guys, I'll knock back a beer. I'll kick back a little bit. It's okay to relax.
Yeah, get them relaxed.
Get them
That's
relaxed?
how we get them to tell us
You relax.
Tell us the secrets so that
It's
we
not-
can
okay.
solve the mysteries.
Friends are for more than clues, sweetie. Friends are for there's a lot of things we use friends for, right? So let's look at that as an opportunity to
Start with the friends, then get the clues.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. You good to get to the bus? I'm gonna try to. All right. I'm gonna catch a little bit of sleep, sweetheart. You're gonna do great.
Thanks, Mom.
You're the best there is. I love you. Have a great day at school. Tell me all about it when you get home. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
He gives you a kiss on the head, and she heads off to her bedroom. And we will now cut over to our final.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah! We cut over to the Faith home, way over by the highway. Not too many people live out here. It's kind of a little house, chain link fence. There's kind of a little attic bedroom up there.
Ooh, I'm in the attic?
You're in the attic. Fuck yeah. Upstairs is a room that last year was filled with pastels and little unicorns and other shit like that. And now it's all fucking band posters and tour lists for who's gonna be playing at the Black Pit. There's a sick red guitar in the corner. There's some like horn cream. There's like some cream for like kind of like your horns that are coming in. Emily, go ahead and describe your character if you would.
My name's Figuroth. You probably know me last year as like that really bubbly girl who was like invited to every party. But all of a sudden my horns started growing in and I thought I was an elf, but it turns out my dad isn't my real dad and I have a demon for a dad, but my mom won't tell me who he is. So pretty much I'm kind of like, fuck everyone, and I'm just like, I've got a bass guitar, I've got some drumsticks, like I'm ready to start a bass-driven band. And just like, yeah, just fuck everything, right? Okay, that's it. That's me. Also, my name is Figuroth, my last name is Faith, but that is the name of someone who does not have anything to do with me because he's not my dad. So I'm just Fig now. Just Fig.
You see that, so Fig is upstairs. You see that there's a knock at the door. You're in bed. See that your mom leans in. Your mom is, she's got like the mom jeans on, but is like a sort of wood elf. You see that she's got like a bow over her shoulder and a quiver of arrows. Your mom works as a ranger that goes and explores the woods around here. You see she goes, sweetheart, I've been knocking up a storm. What's going on? You're going to be late. You're going to miss the bus.
Oh, yeah. About that, I'm not going.
God damn it. You're going to school.
Yeah, try and tell me even one good bard who learned how to bard in school. They're gonna teach me how to play the bass guitar? No. If I need real life experience.
The school is real life experience. Sweetie, you're 15.
Who's my dad?
God damn it. I'm not.
Who's my dad?
I can't tell you who your dad is Galir, who raised you and loves you. Okay?
That tool.
Look, just because things aren't great between your father and I right now doesn't mean that he doesn't love you, okay?
Really? Because the look on his face when my horns started growing in didn't look a lot like love.
Sweetie, this attitude is a problem, all right? You gotta get it together. It's your first day at school.
You know what, you're right. I think I need some instruction, like maybe from a dad.
God damn it.
Who is he? Just give me a name. I'll go find him myself.
There are reasons I can't tell you.
Is he the Nightmare King?
It's not the Nightmare King. It's not the
It's the
Nightmare King.
Nightmare King.
It's not
It's
the
the
Nightmare
Nightmare King. You don't have to
think
say it's not the Nightmare King if it's the Nightmare King.
Say it. You want me to say what?
If it's not the Nightmare King, you could let me know by being like, it's not the Nightmare King.
The Nightmare King lives thousands of miles away from here, maybe.
Yeah.
I did.
But he also lives in our nightmares. Maybe that's where you met him.
Sweetie, this is sensitive, and adults.
I light up a cigarette.
Where the fuck did you get a cig? She snatches it out of your hand. Where did you get that?
I light up another.
God! Where did this come from? You were so well behaved a year ago. See, she sort of like collapses against the wall. Look, okay, well, and she looks out the window and goes, well, there goes the fucking bus, huh? There it goes. Are you happy?
Bye. Anyway, so I think I'm just gonna sort of stay home and work on some music. I've got a song called My Dad is a Demon, but he's also a deadbeat. So I'll just work on that.
You're going to the school.
Bye.
And you see that she walks out, picks up the phone, and she calls someone. You can hear her speaking in Elven downstairs, going,
I can't believe I ever thought I was an elf. So lame. Oh my god, just so many TH soundings.
Fig.
I know you're talking about me. I can hear you saying fig. And
Got nothing to do with you. Get downstairs. You see your mom
Swedish.
comes back upstairs and goes, I have to go to work. All right, your father is coming here to pick you up and take you to school, all right, because
Oh, my real father? I'm finally gonna meet him. What a luxury. I can't wait. I'll put on my best fucking dress.
Get dressed for school, all right, and we will talk about this. I love you, and I know this is hard right now, but we're gonna you gotta put the cigarette out while I'm in the room. While I'm in the room, you can't smoke.
I put it out in her coffee.
God damn it! You see that she walks out of the room.
Just tell me who my real dad is and I'll call this war off.
She walks out of the room. She leaves. You see that she walks out on the front lawn, and a humongous griffin flies out of the sky, going, lands in the front yard. She mounts on its back and flies off.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
You see that a moment later, a car rolls up, and Galir, not your biological father, but the man who raised you, steps out of the car. He's not looking great. He's sort of lost some hair. You've never seen an elf with a comb over before. He's got like a little bit of a paunch. He's got like a little sort of short sleeve button up shirt. He's like working at a different job now because he quit his old one, and he's got like some what look like beans or something on his shirt. You see, he steps out of the car and knocks on the door. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, go answer it. Galir, have you been eating out of cans again?
What? Oh, my daughter. Yes, I have been eating legumes, as it were, for I have found that in my new living situation over at Strong Tower Luxury Apartments.
Wow, you really emphasized luxury.
They're not the worst in the world. They're all right. But I've found that it's, I've been eating beans.
Okay. So I'm guessing you were sent here to try and get me to go to school, right?
Well, I'm going to give you a ride.
Okay, let me just go use the bathroom and then I'll come.
Okay, that sounds good.
I go into the bathroom and I cast Disguise Self to make myself look like my mom. Mm-hmm. And then I come back out.
You walk back out and you see he goes, Sandra Lynn, what the hell? I thought you needed to go to work.
I know. I've changed my mind. I don't think she should go to school. She made some really compelling arguments about how bards need real life experience. So thank you so much. And also thank you for keeping it a secret who her real dad is.
Well, all right.
But between you and me, we can say the name out loud.
You see, he says, well, he's actually, if you want to go talk to him about the paternity test, he's free today.
Yeah, yes, I do. Can we do it in the next hour?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay,
that's
yes.
fine. That's no problem.
Thank you so much. She's upstairs, so we can just go. No need to say goodbye to her.
Really? No need to say goodbye to her?
No, I think she's working on a song.
Okay. That's all right. I'll talk to her later. You see, he goes and gets in the driver's seat of the car.
Okay, I'm coming.
You sit. What's the duration on your disguise self spell?
1 hour.
Foolproof. Cool.
Everyone else goes to school and has an adventure.
The sun rises in the sky over the beautiful dappled lawns, stone brick walls, ivy-covered trellises, and statues of the Egg Fort Adventuring Academy. All of you arrive by bus, by car, however you get here. Out in the front of the building, you see a bunch of students, people that recognize each other and are clapping, and loud teenagers, and everyone's kind of gathering. You guys are here a few minutes early. You see that your father pulls up to the front of the school.
You got tricked.
You see, he goes, all right, Sandra Lynn, here you are. Your former lover's in there. Oh, you think I'm a fool?
Oh.
I raised you, and don't call me Galir, all right? I know that I said
What else am I supposed to call you? Stranger? Stranger with no biological link to me? I'm willing to make that a lot to say every time I address you.
You see a little tear forms in his eye, and you see he says, I know that I said some hurtful things when I first found out.
Yeah, you said you're no longer a faith. And guess what? I'm not. I'm just Fig now.
Fig, I'm sitting here with beans on my shirt.
I know. I saw you ate one on the ride here.
I was hungry, all right? I put on some weight. You ever heard of a fat elf?
Not
You ever heard of,
until
I've never
you.
seen a fat elf in my life, and I'm here with a bad comb-over and beans on my shirt.
Okay, fine.
And I'm
I'm
reaching
sorry,
out to
Galir. I'm sorry that I got angry at you. You're just some random man. I shouldn't be mean to you.
All right, get out of my fucking car, you demon! I didn't mean it like it's not. No, because you're making it a tiefling
You know
thing.
what? I am a demon. And then I put some horn wax to really make him shine. And I'm not ashamed of it. I just hope I don't also get a tail. The horns are enough. Okay, bye.
Rad, you guys all arrive at the front of the school. What are you guys all doing here together?
I look around for the biggest and the strongest man or student in the kind of the entry area.
You look around. You see, Zach, what's Gorgug doing? He's the tallest person here.
I'm holding a metal flower. I'm like, just looking for a friend.
I walk straight up to Gorga and I say, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?"
I'm good. It's my first day. I guess it's everyone's first day.
Oh, it's your first day.
Do you want this metal flower?
I swing and hit him as fucking hard as I possibly fucking can.
I see this just as I'm walking into the room. I'm like, oh my god, this is what this school is.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Great. 15.
What's your AC?
My AC is 13.
You slug him. What's your strength modifier?
It's 2.
You take 3 points of damage.
And then I turn and I say, "I'm Fabian Seacaster, son of Bill Seacaster, and I'm here to be great."
I'm trying to sing that song. If you're mad.
I run up. I run up.
If you're mad.
Are you okay? What happened?
That guy punched me.
That sucks. You seem really non-violent. I think that's really cool. Violence is never the answer.
I go into a rage.
Awesome. What do you?
I go into a rage and I attack. I go to punch.
Go for it. Roll an attack roll.
Oh.
19?
What's your AC?
16.
And you're in a rage, right?
Yes.
So that's going to deal 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6 points of damage. You fucking. Yeah, Gorgug whips up and fucking clocks you.
Wait, no, violence isn't the answer.
Is this creating like a commotion?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of kids. You guys
Are
see
there
the-
people in the? Are the
Oh,
teachers
there's
all
a
around?
You see, there's this one kid who looks like a gnome with like that long, kind of like stoner hair, who's like, "Oh fuck, fight, 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 fight!" and start going fucking crazy.
I'm gonna sneak into the teachers' lounge while there's a commotion and steal from the refrigerator.
You sneak in. You guys see that waiting through the crowd of students is this hulking dragonborn. Right? For those who don't know what dragonborn is, humanoid dragons, a long tail, no wings, these big claws, wearing a full suit, like a gray suit and a blue tie, big horns sweeping off of like this. He's like red scaled anthropomorphic dragon guy. You see, he's holding just a straight up cricket bat in his hands, and he walks up and goes, all right, that's enough. And on day 1, the bell hasn't even rung yet. Effortlessly hoists you two up off the ground, sheathing his cricket bat before he does so, and goes, now look here, what are you, freshmen? Why did this even start?
Well,
I don't know. You hit me.
well, I had to let this one know that I wasn't going to take any of his shit.
Shit, it looks like he's holding a flower.
Hey, the greatest attackers sometimes put up a facade that they might sneak their way. I don't need to explain myself to you. I'm Fabian Seacaster.
You 100% need to explain yourself to me. I am Vice Principal Golden Horde.
I'm sorry I got mad at you. You can still have the flower if you want.
Don't give him the
I mean, that's a grown-up prank.
He has absolutely not earned any congeniality from you at all.
I hit him too, so
You hit
we're
him?
even.
All right. That's immediate detention for both of you. First day after school.
Fine.
All right. You see, he gives you each a little red slip and says, good grief, is there any other nonsense happening here? Good. Behave yourselves. And I'll see you at detention after school. You
I'm so sorry.
Red, you go to sneak in. Give me a stealth check.
Oh, I don't know if that's really a skill I have. Whew, okay. I got a nat 1.
You're all just instantly in so much trouble.
You walk into the teacher's lounge. You are in there for what do you steal as you go in there? Is this like little?
I'm just going through the fridge, seeing what kind of food there is. Ugh, elf food.
You see
elf
that there
food.
is a you see that there is a little Tupperware container with a transparent steak in it. You can just like partially like see-through or like ethereal, and you see it says ghost steak. Please do not eat for Ghost Professor.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. I take the ghost steak and I just start eating it.
You have a very fucking hard time grabbing it.
Fuck. Fuck.
You see the door opens and this vice principal guy walks in and goes, okay, immediate detention. We are 3 for 3, and I'm about to ring the first bell.
The crazy thing is, you're just playing into my hand. Welcome to my game. You just did exactly what I wanted you to do.
I don't know you, right? This is baffling.
I know.
What's
That's
your
why I was able to 2-step around you.
Describe your 2-step to me. How have you bamboozled me in this moment? Walk me through how you've bamboozled me.
All right. My plan all along was to get caught so I would get kicked out. And you are just scooting me along. I put my combat boots up on the table. What's the deal with that steak? I can't pick it up.
Right, it's for ghosts. That's ghost food. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't think you fully know what detention means. You're not suspended.
Do you recognize me?
See, he looks at you and says, no.
Because last year, I was on the cheer squad. I was one of the girls that they used to throw up into the sky because I was so teeny tiny and cute.
I shouldn't be having a conversation with you alone in the teacher's lounge. Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Okay,
Go.
I'll leave.
All right,
Bye.
good.
Bye. What's your name again?
I'm Vice Principal Goldenhorde.
Okay.
Good grief.
It's kind of cute.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Get out. He shoos you out of the
Or maybe that's part of my plan too.
Shuts the door. The rest of you guys walk through, and you hear the PA kind of starts as the kids start. The first bell rings. Kids start running off to class, and you guys hear a little voice saying, "Students one and all, welcome to another exciting year at the Egg Fort Adventuring Academy. I am Vice Principal Goldenhorde, here with some announcements on your first day. Everyone should have received your locker assignments in the mail. Make sure to go and put your things away for your first busy class day. Bells are 5 minutes between classes, and hall passes are ensorcelled, so no funny business. I've been told that Lunch Lady Doreen has made a fine creamed corn and tuna surprise. Surprising indeed what mysteries await in that dish. Also, during your time here, any matters of curriculum can be brought to the principal, Mr. Arthur Eggfort. Matters of discipline will be brought to me, your vice principal, and old Hawthorne, my paddle friend and cleaver of heinies. Don't worry, we use corporal punishment aplenty here at Eggfort. Welcome, welcome, new class of heroes! Everyone files into classrooms. Woo! Yeah.
Oh, Riz is clapping, and he thinks that's going to make him seem cool. He's excited. Right? No? Okay.
I laughed a little bit too because then I picked up on.
Just working so hard to suppress a panic attack and hide the stupid fucking orb that I'm carrying with me at the same time.
As you guys are walking up the steps, those of you from sort of like this kerfuffle that happened out here, you guys see that there are two seniors. One of them is this like blonde-haired, giant-looking senior jock kid who's like wearing his leather jacket. And the other one is a beautiful half-elf. They're both seniors, and you see that they're handing out little flyers that have ballots attached to them. And you see that the young woman is sort of like half-elf again. It's like sort of the long sort of brunette hair, a little flower tied into it. It's going, "Hi, we're voting today to reinstate prom king and queen. Hi, we're voting today. We're having a vote today. Hi, can I interest you in a flyer?"
Yes, actually, hi. Riz Gutgak.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
handshake. Cool.
Hi, yes.
That's fun.
I actually have some literature for you. So I am, I open my briefcase. I am kind of in the business of friend making right now. This has my phone number on it. If you, platonic hangout.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of interested in getting in with the seniors and the jocks and whatnot.
You see that this big jock paladin-looking kid comes over and goes, "Hey, babe, what's up?"
Hi, Riz Gutgak. So great to meet you. How are you?
Good.
Would you like a card as well?
What's up?
I open my briefcase and I give him a card. That has my phone number on it.
Okay. Do I throw this out right now?
No, we can start like a group text, perhaps. We could send each other funny memes.
Sure. Okay. You see, he puts it away. You see that the girl says, "Oh my God, you are so friggin' cute. What is your name?"
It's Riz. Riz Gutgak.
I'm not gonna remember that, but you are fucking amazing.
Thank you.
I'm Penelope Everpetal.
Hi.
And I kind of run like a lot of the clubs and like yearbook and stuff here.
Very
So if you like need any like help like learning the ropes or like learning about the school at all,
Yeah.
I'm like happy to do that. And this is my boyfriend, Dane Blade, who's the captain of the Blood Rush team.
Dan, you are freaking cool, man.
What's up?
You seem cool as hell.
What's up?
Yeah.
Dude?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you play Blood Rush?
Mm-hmm. Go Owlbears, right? That's the team?
You see a huge, beefy-looking half-orc, like either like a junior or a senior in a leather jacket, comes over and slaps Dan on the back and says like, "Yeah, he fucking plays Blood Rush. He's the ball, dude. He's the fucking ball, dude. He's the fucking ball, dude.
I'm actually not the ball.
You're the ball. That's your fucking name now. You're the ball.
It's actually Riz Gukak, if you'd like some literature. And I open my briefcase again.
Make an opposed athletics check, if he's okay.
Oh no, it's a -2. A 4!
You see that this half-orc grabs you and stuffs you as a ball and just dunks you into a trash can. Boom! That's what's up, dude. You're the ball now. Everybody, this kid's name is Ball. If I hear you call this kid anything but Ball, it's your fucking ass.
I suppose I'm technically the ball this time, but not always.
You see, Penelope goes like, Dane, get him to stop. And you see he goes, huh? Oh, sure. Hey, Rog. Dude, it's chill. And you see Rog goes, yeah, okay. Sorry, dude. Just like I see people fuck with you and it makes me want to go fucking nuts, dude. I just fucking can't take it, man. Fucking love this team. Go Owl Bears. You see that they walk away. You see that Penelope looks over Adine as you sort of walk up the steps. You see she goes, I freaking love your orb. That thing is huge.
Thanks. My dad gave it to me. I don't want. Do you want it?
Do I want? Yeah.
I don't.
No, like I'm good, but like thank you. You can keep your orb. Listen, I don't know if you have enough space to carry it with that giant orb you're carrying, but this is it's a little ballot. We're basically having a vote because like for a long time they basically never like A4 hasn't had a king and queen at prom, and me and my boyfriend Dane are trying to I'm part of like the yearbook club, and we're basically trying to like get that back, like bring that tradition back.
What does that mean? What does being prom king and queen mean?
Well, there's like a vote, right? That has like if enough students say they want it, we'll do like a vote, and people can like vote for prom king and queen, and then like have a special dance, and it'll be really fun.
They just get a special dance. That's what that means. Is that? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'll vote.
Yeah.
I don't really understand.
You should vote for it, and just like as an aside, like. It's going to be a lot easier for you here at A4 because I can tell you're a freshman. It's going to be like a lot easier if you like ask less questions because like probably like it'll become clear the more time you spend.
Especially fewer questions.
Sorry?
No, okay, I'll sign it.
You see the guy says, babe, it's fewer questions. Less questions is wrong grammatically. And you see she's like, fine, Dane. She says, okay, so why don't you just take the ballot?
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you.
Vote.
I'll vote. Where do I vote?
There's little boxes in front of the assembly, which we're going to now.
Oh, great.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Cute outfit. It's like you go to a different school than here. Fun. Let me know if you need help stashing that orb. You guys walk along. You see that in that main hall, this guy comes over. He's this big human wearing sweatpants. He's got a little baseball cap and like a whistle around his neck and a giant glowing spear with holy light. You see that he claps Dane and Rog on the back. You see that Rog is like looking at you in the trash can, and the guy goes like, there are my boys. There are my bruisers. There's Rog and Dane. Heck yeah. You see he looks around at the two players, and he looks over at you, and you recognize him from church, from the Cathedral of Soul. And you see he goes, oh, that's great. Kristen, what are you doing here?
Oh, I go here now. It's my first day. Good to see you.
Oh, it's great to have you, kiddo. That's great. I love that. I'm going to need you to make an opposed athletics check.
Great. Where's athletics? Oh, 2, 7.
We're all just getting our asses.
Yeah.
You see that you are shoved to the ground, and your backpack goes everywhere, and your Bible like sort of spills out of your hand.
No.
And you see that there is a tall, looks like an elf, but like his skin is like deathly pale. He's got like black hair hanging, and he's got like a mesh shirt with like a belt kind of like diagonal across it, and like sort of like bondage pants, like sort of that kind of like Hot Topic look. And you see he's got like a rat on his shoulder, and he's got like spider web designs on some fingerless gloves. And you see he goes, "What's up, cleric? How's it going?"
Did you do that on purpose?
I don't know. Did God curse us to live on purpose?
Ooh, see, let's start from the beginning, okay? Any curse you may feel is probably human-made, because we were all made just a little bit off.
Oh, I know I was made off. My heart is fucking broken.
Okay, look.
You see that the coach helps you up and hands your Bible to you and goes like, "Hey, Zane, do me a favor, pal, and beat it, huh? Why don't you beat it?" You see that Zane says, "I don't know. Why don't we all just beat it?" And he turns into bats.
I'll pray for you, Zane.
You see that the coach shakes his head and he goes, "That kid he's a piece of work. He got kicked out of the theater department and he's taking it hard."
Who gets kicked out of the theater? That's where you go when you're kicked out of anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. He's having a hard time. But hey, it's really good to have you here. And you know, if you ever need anything, come talk to me. I'm happy to help you out. All right.
Yeah, thanks. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. Anyway, you can't say it too loud because there's a bunch of people of all kinds here. But praise be to Helio, huh? Go corn guy.
Yes, yeah. Praise be to you.
You guys all leave this place and end up in the assembly hall. It's a big auditorium. You guys are all there together. Riz, I assume you get out of
I'm
the...
covered in trash. Like I couldn't get it all off.
You guys gather, and you see a man step out in a purple corduroy suit, and he's got an umbrella. Very like dark skin and a monocle and this long white beard that goes like past his waist. He's got a little watch fob and a monocle on a little chain. And you see that he steps out to the podium. You see he produces, as if from air, a little saucer with a teacup on it and steps to the podium. Being introduced, of course, first by from offstage. "Ladies and gentlemen, your principal, Mr. Arthur Eggfort." You see that the sort of this old wizardly man steps out and says, "Welcome, one and all, to another exciting year here at the Eggfort Adventuring Academy, where we train the next generation of adventurers. And what is an adventurer? One who goes on adventures? I say that an adventurer is a hero. And what is a hero? A hero is someone with the strength of heart, courage of spirit, and the might of will to go to strange lands and enact violence on things there. We go to places where there are things that must be destroyed, and we destroy them, wandering from town to town, getting into trouble, meeting in flop houses and taverns, and getting into scrapes with the law, and otherwise finding ourselves engaged in all manners of tomfoolery and shenanigans, sometimes violent, sometimes fatal. Yes, fatal. A hero is a violent wanderer who enacts their will bloodily and with strange magics upon the world. But does a hero truly stand alone? No, the strength of the hero is the strength of the party. And what is a party? A gathering of friends, perhaps with some alcoholic beverages, some fun music. A jape for all of you. A party is a group that comes together to embellish each other's strengths and eradicate each other's weaknesses. A party is composed of those who have sworn themselves to each other to make themselves greater than the sum of their parts. Perhaps we have flaws within us. Perhaps we don't cast magic, and we need someone who can cast magic to help us when we need magic. Perhaps we're very tough, and we can sustain a lot of injuries, but we need somebody who is very good at hurting people there with us as well. Perhaps we need a sneaky person to sneak. Not always, Sometimes you don't need that. But occasionally, in circumstances where you do need one, you really need one, right? With traps or other things like that. That is the meaning of party. And party is the meaning of hero. Never forget, all of you. Oh, that's bad. Never forget that the greatest magic of all is chronomancy, the magic of time. Welcome to your first year, freshman, at the Egg Fort Adventuring Academy! He turns into light, disappears.
My hand was on the fire drill the whole time to pull it, but I was so moved by that I actually took it off.
I was looking for a pencil that whole time.
Really cool.
After that, a bunch of different classes open up. You see that Golden Horde sort of says, we have some orientation events today. For those that are interested in matters of the arcane, we'll have an arcane orientation happening in room 212. We will also have a number of tryouts and battle orientations and things of that nature. Please file out. Obviously, we don't want to corral you into a class without your own choosing. So be wise and find the best fit for you. Very well. Enjoy, students. And you see that students begin to sort of file off. The freshmen, at least, start filing off towards different orientations and things like that.
I want to find Lunch Lady Doreen.
Cool. Yeah, you can go find Lunch Lady Doreen.
Yeah.
You go over to the lunch and you see Lady Doreen there, thin, severe-looking woman, got a little cigarette hanging out of her lip. She looks over at you and as you walk into the cafeteria and goes, "Oh, lunch is not served for a while, sweetheart."
No, I came to talk to you because I feel like you have the only honest profession here, and also you're allowed to smoke at work, which I think is really cool.
I'm not allowed to smoke at work.
Oh, well, but you do it anyways, which shows that you have a spirit that I really admire. So I was wondering maybe I should just be taking classes with you.
You want to be a lunch lady?
Maybe.
Okay.
I just respect what you're doing. Everyone else is trying to do all these lofty things, and you're just being you. You're just so true compared to everyone else.
Okay.
So real.
Okay.
Cool.
You want to do? You want to work? She tosses a crowbar to you and says,
I don't. I just let it drop.
"Okay, it's an industrial. We got a bunch of drums of cream corn off the back of a truck. Yeah, or like a drum.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go work with that.
Yeah. Yes, it must have fallen or something because the corner's all dinged up. So I had a fucking hard time opening that thing. But you're welcome to go try.
Wait, so that you're having a hard time opening the drum? There's a big old drum, right? There's a bunch of drums.
She points to a bunch of metallic oil drums in the back, big metal canisters.
Cool, yeah, I just go there and start playing the drums.
She looks over and she goes, "What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?"
Music isn't confined to the stage at the Black Pit, It's anywhere.
Make a performance check.
Ooh, yeah! Oh, come on, hook me up. 17.
It gets really stomp in here. You're and you see that she goes okay, and that's a little funky. That's good. I can, I wasn't always a lunch lady. I used to get around when I was young.
Ooh.
They'll talk about it sometime.
Okay.
Listen, you got a gift for that. You're really talented.
Thank you. I know that I'm not going to learn any of that here. I'll learn stupid stuff. Well, actually, I kind of liked everything the guy was saying.
You see, she says, you might be right. There may not be much for you to learn here. But you know what? It's not going to hurt you to go see what the bullshit is they're selling, right? Why not go check in on the enemy, see what all the squares are talking about?
Shit, there's so many good role models here. I'm going to take you up on that.
Hey, you're a real sweet kid. Come back anytime.
I will. I bet I'll come back once a day.
All right. Oh, because you eat lunch in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a good one, sweetie.
Okay, bye, Doreen.
You call me Doreen.
Okay, bye, Doreen.
Adeline, you are walking past the library. As you are walking past it, roll a perception check.
12.
You notice very old sort of a very old woman, human librarian, who has a little velvet rope and closes it over a little restricted section. And you see that there is a book lying on a little table right near the entrance of the restricted section.
Is it light enough that I can use Mage Hand?
You make an investigation check and try to clock the weight of the object at this distance.
16?
Yeah, for sure.
Great, I cast Mage Hand as her back is turned. And I take the book.
The book zips from the restricted section of the library. The book that now rests in your hand is titled Wards and Watches, and it's an abjuration book. It's a very powerful abjuration book.
Great, I very quickly put it in my backpack, and then I panic because I'm like, why am I doing this? Nobody can see me do this. My stupid sister just told me to do this, and I don't know why I'm doing it. And now I have a book that I've definitely stolen, and I can't tell them that I've stolen
Please
it.
make a panic attack check. Make a...
5.
You go into a full-blown panic attack.
Shit.
I come up.
You walk up in the hallway, yeah.
Hey, are you okay?
I saw what you did, and I thought it was pretty awesome.
God, no, the goth kid thinks I'm cool.
That was so cool.
Oh, I like your giant orb. Here, let me make it glow. I cast light on her giant orb.
You're now glowing in the middle of a crowd of children. You see that Vice Principal Golden Horde walks up and goes, "Very nice use of a light cantrip. What is your name, young student?"
Oh, I'm Kristen Applebee's.
Kristen Applebee's. Wonderful to meet you. I'm Vice Principal Golden Horde.
Oh, hi.
Young lady, are you all right?
I found this book.
You found it?
I found the book.
Make a bluff check for me with disadvantage.
What's
You roll
disadvantage?
2d20 and take the worst result.
Okay, great.
Oh my god, a 20 and a 2. It's just a 2.
It's just a 2, I'm afraid.
Wow.
You see that Vice Principal says, "Sorry, you found a book?"
She's covering for me. I stole it, and she caught me
No, I
stealing
didn't.
it.
I didn't. She didn't steal. I stole it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm new. I don't know what I'm doing.
We all fall short of the grace of God.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's a bit strong for this, I would say. That's a bit strong. This is not appropriate that you've done this. Kristen, would you mind taking the book to Principal Igforth's office for me?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, take the book. You see that he looks at you and says, "Now, young lady, what is your name?"
Adine Abenant.
Miss Abernant. Oh, yes, you've come to us from Hudon. I'm afraid I'm going to have to give you detention. So, you'll be staying late after school today. Do you understand? All right. This is not fun for me. You're clearly having a bad time. I'm second-guessing what I'm doing, even as I'm doing it, wondering if there's some medical stuff going on that I don't know about. But I'm going to do it, because I've already talked out loud, and other students can hear this.
Yeah,
So
I can hear it all. Hi.
Hey, for real? We're not going to do this. You think we have a thing, but that's where you're wrong. We don't have a thing. You have a thing.
Who's running detention?
Good grief. All right. You are going to get detention. Here's your slip. Hands you the slip.
Blood rush trials?
Blood Rush Trials. Yes, let's do it. We are out on the field, baby. Everyone's out there. Dane Blade is out there. Rog Barkrock is out there. And you see that Coach Daybreak is out there as well. You see that, what do you do as you approach the pitch?
Well, hello, comrades.
Everyone looks at you wearing the letter jacket.
Dane, good to see you. Saw you, you and your friend deal with that little goblin earlier. Oh, good stuff. That was miraculous. He just crushed him out. Ball. I like that. I'll call him Ball when I see him.
Okay, what's your... Dane speaks up and says, "Okay, I'm super confused because you're talking to me like you're important, but I don't know you."
Oh, Hey, well, it's my first day. I'm Fabian Seacaster, Bill Seacaster's son, the great adventurer, Bill Seacaster. I'm his son, Fabian, and I'm going to be on the Blood Rush team. So it's exciting to meet you and get to know you. And
Make an insight check for me.
15.
You notice that these players look to Coach Daybreak, that whose jaw is set, as you mentioned your father, and you see that Dane looks up at you, looks at the coach, and sort of all these like boys are looking off the coach's expression. Basically, you see that Dane turns to you and says, "Oh, that's right. Yeah, your dad's the richest guy in town, right?"
Yes, that's him.
Yeah, pirate.
Yes. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Privateer. He's my father's a privateer.
You see, Rog says, "I don't know what that word means."
Well, he worked in conjunction with different enterprises and things. He wasn't just running around just raping and pillaging like pirates do. That's not my father. My father worked. He was charged with tasks and adventures.
For real, dude, I've never heard somebody that plays Blood Rush talk like you. You're using all kind of words that are just like.
Well, I mean, I'm one of a kind.
You see, Rog says, "Yeah, I bet you are one of a kind. One of a kind of a bad person."
What a witty bomb. That's good stuff.
See that Coach Daybreak leans in and says, "All right, guys, all right, we're going to have some tryouts now. Let's everyone lay off of Fabian here. Fabian's father made his money outside of the nation of Solace. And part of the laws of Solace is that the things you did in the outside world can be forgiven under the national amnesty if you swear on the charter, right? We got people that live in the forest of the Nightmare King or in the Red Waste. They want to come here and make a better life for themselves. The council forgives that. They let people not have to live down their past, even if they did all kinds of things that they're still benefiting from."
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter anymore, right?
That's right, kid. Well, let's get this tryout started, huh?
Yes, let's get this tryout started.
You see, he says, "Well, why don't we start you out with some running drills, huh?
Fantastic.
Go ahead and maybe some athletics checks."
Great.
Nat 20.
You run the fucking field on these guys. You're like 16 and you are fully flatlining seniors. You take Rod Barkrock, who's the huge half-orc, like second in command guy, fully down to the ground, no sweat. He looks up at you and says, "This guy fucking cheated, dude! He fucking cheated, man!"
Oh, Rog, another one of those witty bombs of yours. I did not cheat.
You see that he goes into a full rage, and Dane says, "He's doing it!" and jumps on him, and his friends all restrain him. Coach Daybreak comes over to you and says, "All right, well there, fancy boy, you got some moves on you, I'll give you that."
Fancy boy. That's a fun nickname. Is that going to be my nickname? Like Ball, I'm Fancy Boy. I like it.
Well, you got real chops. Let's see how you do throwing. You see Dane looks up and goes, "What?" You see, says, "Yeah, let's see how he does throwing. I want to see it." The coach sets up a play with people running around you. So there's like a scrimmage. There's the other side of the Blood Rush field. Big like stone. You're not on like grass, like a weird stone. This is actually it right there. The coach sets up this scrimmage where you're going to make, the idea is for you to like pass to somebody, basically, like you're sort of quarterbacking effectively. As you get started, go ahead and make me a perception check real quick.
Critical failure.
Critical failure.
20 and a 1.
Cool.
Having a
That's
day.
so funny. 20 to 1.
20 to 1. So you get
Such a
set
great
up.
buddy.
Now go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Great. That's what I prefer. 22.
Fuck yeah. He gets you the ball. He's like, we want to see how you pass. I'm going to roll a little opposed check. Okay. He sets you up. You survey the field, and you see a bunch of people that you could pass to. But all the people that you could pass to are kind of like losers that you just fucking like either clotheslined or like rope-a-doped or moved around.
Of course.
As the lines charge each other, you see a little opening that you could break through.
Oh, I'll take it.
You charge forward. Your team looks like, what the fuck is going on? You effortlessly dodge and weave through all of the other athletes and fucking get to. What do you do when you get to the end zone?
I place the ball down gently. Good game. I like that. Those plays were real nice. Dane, good stuff, my man.
The hell? You didn't throw the ball, dude.
Well, I mean, it worked out best, I thought, for the play.
Yeah, you know why you didn't throw the ball? Because you have bad thoughts about what to do.
Oh, Rock! This is funny. I see the. Does Rock roast us often? This is fun.
Coach Daybreak looks at you and says, you can hit the showers, bud.
Oh, great. Is anybody, I see all you boys over there.
Nobody else starts to leave when you notice it.
I'll meet you over there.
He says, you're not on the team.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What?
You're not on the team.
I ran faster and I ended up playing. My father paid you. My father paid you money.
What the hell did you just say? See, all the other students look around and he says, buddy, you got a big mouth and no heart. You will never be an owl bear. You see that he goes, he takes a red slip out. That's detention, pal.
You know what? That's fine. Right? Because clearly I'm better than all of you at Blood Rush, right? You know what? I don't need this, and I don't need any of you. And you know what? Rock, none of your jokes are funny. I didn't like any of them.
What the hell? That's not what you said! And Rock bursts into tears, and the other Dane goes like, it's fucked up, dude. It's fucked up to tell a guy his jokes are bad. Think about that. You see the coach says, good luck. You got all the moves in the world, but it means nothing if you don't play on a team, kid. You'll learn that the hard way.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Fabian heads off. We'll move over to Riz real quick. Riz, you are walking down the hallway towards one of your other classes. Nobody's been able to find the rogue teacher anywhere. And then it sort of word started to spread around that that's the deal on the first day is you have to find the rogue teacher.
All right, so I'm just. Can I do like a roll to?
Do an investigation check.
Investigation check. Okay. Looking around the hall, sniffing around with my. Ooh, that's not good. What did I get? 11.
11. You are out near the front of the school, and you see that one of the students is talking to, who looks like a sort of like lavender-skinned elf, very beautiful. And she's speaking to this guy who's like got a black leather jacket and a white t-shirt and tight jeans, who's next to a big motorcycle, and he's like this like tiefling with big horns. He looks like a little bit too old to be a student. And you see that he's kind of like got an arm on her waist and like he's leaning against his motorcycle. They're out in the front near the driveway. And you just see this sort of couple, and she's kind of talking to him, and he's sort of like greaser-looking tiefling guy, big long horns swept back, and she's sort of giggling, and he's sort of smiling and laughing at her. And you see that Penelope Everpetal, who was sort of the popular girl who was handing out flyers, walks up and says, "Hi, Sam. Can I talk to you real quick? I don't mean to interrupt you and your boyfriend who hangs out around the school and doesn't go here. What are you gonna do as you see this?
I guess I'll try to
kind of hide and sneak up and listen to their conversation.
Awesome.
So that is a 23 for stealth.
Awesome. 23?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. You see that, as you get closer, you see that it's actually not an elf. That Sam, her hair is flowing slightly. She's a water genasi, right? So she's like a water elemental kind of thing. And you see she says, Penelope, I'm busy right now. Johnny is just stopping by real quick, and I can talk to you after school. And then she goes, now Sam would be good. You see that the guy, the tiefling, sort of looks over, and he's looking at Penelope with that face of like a weirdo adult hanging out at high school.
Yeah.
Just like, you're not the person I'm dating, and I have no facial expression as I'm watching you. Just like,
Right.
You see that.
I guess I'll try. I'll sneak up behind him, and I'll tap on his back.
His arms are engulfed with green flame, and he turns around and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch the jacket, kid.
Sorry,
You have any idea who you're talking to?
Johnny.
Johnny Spells."
Do you go here?
See, he puts on sunglasses. Hell no, I don't go here.
No.
No, it's my girlfriend. You see that Sam waves and says, "Hi, can I help you?"
I'm friends with your friend, and I point to the cheerleader girl.
See, Penelope says, "Oh my God, are you the ball from earlier?"
I turn to Johnny Spit. They call me Ball.
Why do they call you ball?
Because I ball, dude.
I don't believe that.
Ball.
I don't believe
I
you.
get shoved in a garbage can, okay, man?
Tough.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to get shit on.
So where are you from, man? I live at the Strong Tower Luxury Apartments, just me and my mom.
Where I'm from is the same place I'm going, buddy. Nowhere.
Can I get a perception check if this dude actually rules? Because right now, I think he rules. That is it's only a 9.
This dude fucking rules.
Cool.
You see Sam says, "Johnny, I gotta go deal with Penelope. Are you okay if we meet up later?" And he goes, "Yeah, babe, maybe. I don't know. I might be busy. I'll see you around, kid." He fucking takes off on his motorcycle.
Johnny Spells.
You think Johnny Spells rules?
You see that Sam looks over at you and goes like, "He totally rules."
He seems pretty cool.
Johnny Spells.
How did you meet Johnny?
He hangs around the high school.
No, he seems awesome. How old is he?
I don't know. I think he's like, he had a birthday, and I think he gave a real ID and could drink. So
Okay.
I think 21, maybe.
Right. Cool. Do you know, has he dated anybody else at the school?
You see that Penelope says, "Sam, we're going," and make an insight check.
Cool. 18 plus 22 total.
Penelope didn't like that.
Okay.
She didn't like that you said that at all. She grabs Sam and runs into the school.
Not so sure about Johnny Spells. Cool. So I guess I'll follow them in.
Cool. You follow them in, and you see them duck into the girls' changing room, and you hear Sam say, "What? Penny's gone." And you see she says, "I fucking know, Sam, but now we need to talk about what happens next." And the door closes.
Are any of these guys around?
Nope, not that you can see.
I guess oh boy. Riz runs to try to find a girl to help him.
Make an investigation check.
Cool. 18.
Cool. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 21.
Awesome. Cool. You see that there's this extremely bejeweled dwarven girl. She's got like little sort of sideburns that go down to these like little wispy strands, jewelry everywhere. She's like hanging out with some friends near the water fountain as you approach her.
Okay, so you've got a lot of jewels, and I can tell that you like stuff. I will give you my freaking briefcase if you'll go into that changing room and tell me what those girls are saying. I think one of them has a crush on one of my friends.
You see, she says, "Your briefcase?"
Okay, what do you want? What do you want?
You see that she says, "I don't know, like, give me 20 gold pieces."
Okay. What if is there anything from the school you want? I'll take something for you.
She says, "Okay, yeah. Steal me like a tea bag of that gross tea that Principal Eggford is always drinking."
Yeah, sure. Okay, will you go in there now?
Go get me the tea bag.
Fine. Okay, I run off to go find a tea bag.
Cool. You find Principal Eggfort's office. Go ahead and tell me how you're getting in. The door is locked.
I guess I'll try to unlock it.
Cool.
I guess what skill would that be? Like sleight of hand or?
Yeah, make a perception and make a sleight of hand.
Okay.
It actually is a tool proficiency, but I think you have.
Okay. So I did bad on whatever that was. Perception of 4.
Cool. 4 is
So
bad.
it's a door. Great.
Cool.
It's a door.
And then roll again.
Okay. Oh boy. Sleight of hand 7.
You mess with the door, and the door actually opens.
Sweet. I look for his tea.
You walk in and see Vice Principal Goldenhorde. Immediate detention! All right, look at that. Wild. We're up to 5 on day 1. At least yours happened during the day. That's good. All right.
I run and try to grab his tea while he's drinking it.
You see, he looks at you. Yeah, go ahead and make an opposed athletics check. You can do acrobatics.
Okay, good. 21.
You grab it and bounce.
I'm so sorry. I'll go to detention later, I promise.
You have to go to detention! You see, he's just like barreling down the hallway after you. You run, find the dwarven girl. You see, she says, "Oh my God, you actually got it?
Yeah, I got it.
You're a fucking freak." Riz Gugger! Get back here! She goes, "All right, I'll go listen." Yes. Fucking weirdo. And she heads off. You see Goldenhorde. You see sort of fire coming out from his mouth. Making me run? That's wild. That's a wild thing for you to do. Here you go. Detention.
Thank you, sir. Well deserved.
Cool. Towards the end of the day, you're all back in the assembly hall, and Principal Eggfort says, concluding this, our first day together here at the Eggfort Adventuring Academy, we will now begin the wonderful process of the Day of Fellowship. You all have the rest of the afternoon to meet with the friends you've made and form your first adventuring parties. This most critical afternoon will be you banding together for the rest of your time here at Eggfort. I hope you will find the people that you have the most in common with and that you feel the most excited about becoming heroes and solving the problems of the world through violence and strange arcana. You see that Vice Principal Goldenhorde grabs the mic and says, "Except for those with detention, you will be expected in detention." You see Coach Daybreak comes over to you, Kirsten. Hey, Kirsten, I wanted to talk to you real quick. A lot of the adventuring parties are kind of forming this afternoon. Do you have any idea about who you'd want to maybe form an adventuring party with?
Anyone who isn't already religious.
Sorry?
I really like the church, I really like the community and stuff like that, but I really wanted to come to this school and meet people who are, not non-believers, just not believers yet, pre-believers.
Okay, well, I was thinking about maybe getting you with some other kids that really love Helio and kind of already... No?
No. That's just an echo chamber. I mean, we've all heard of that, right? I want to get out there, meet new people. That's the sound of chimes, baby, bouncing off each other, creating a beautiful noise.
Kirsten, you see these 5 all being talked to by Goldenhorde about how there's going to be lunch, and then after the afternoon classes, there's
I
going to be
want to go with the
detention.
bad kids.
What? Kristen, you don't belong with the bad kids. You're a good kid. You went to church camp.
Exactly. You know how much yeast you need to make an entire loaf rise? Just a little pinch, and I can be that little pinch.
I don't think you're yeast, kiddo. I feel like you have more.
I think
Oh God. Oh God.
Please, give me detention. If they're all going to detention, just give me detention, and then I can go in
Give
there.
you detention?
The other day I went
For
to a
what?
party and I drained what looked like a bottle of vodka, but it was water. I keep putting water in alcohol things to fit in.
You want me to give you detention for not drinking?
I want not just to give me detention, I want you to yell right now and make a really big scene and make it seem like I did something terrible.
All right. Everybody listen up. Kristen Applebee's bore false witness.
That's like a cardinal sin.
Yeah, well, you lied because you weren't drinking vodka, and you should always drink. I can't say this.
You could have said I stole, so you could have gone way.
What?
Could have been way easier than that.
Well, you don't like.
Bore false
You bore false witness, and now you see it. Vice Principal Goldenhorn looks over and says, "Coach, that's a religious rule. That's got almost nothing to do."
You heard the man. Sounds like I got detention.
You see, he hands the red card to you.
Ooh.
All right, kiddo.
Where do I even go with this? Hey, guys.
What did you do?
I am poor false witness.
What is that?
I want to do that.
It means she lied.
Yeah,
To
I
who?
lied.
To anyone? Just
To
somebody?
before a higher power. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. What did you guys do?
We punched each other.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I'm too good at sports.
I couldn't eat the steak that was a ghost steak. I couldn't pick it up.
I stole a stupid book because my stupid sister told me it was a good idea.
I've tried to get you out of that.
It was really cool how honest you were about that, though.
I stole some tea.
Wow, a lot of thieves. Oh, God, I'm just like, Jesus. Just like Elio.
You guys get in line for lunch, and you start going through the lunch counter. And you see the lunch lady, Doreen, starts putting cream corn and stuff on your guys' trays.
I've never eaten a surprise before.
It's a surprise, very surprising. Okay, here's your tray. There you go. You see this tuna surprise, and you see that there are just chunks of ham in the tuna.
Ooh, it's sour somehow.
Riz just gobbles it down.
Excuse me, miss. I can't eat this. Do you have something? What are the other options? I'd like to eat another option.
Another option?
Yeah, so I'm assuming there's a menu that I can order from, something I can make a choice of. Something else.
There's no other. You want me to get you? I could get you ketchup. I could do.
What? Miss, ketchup is not a meal.
I could do ketchup.
It's a meal? Is ketchup a thing in your culture?
You put vinegar on it. I don't know.
All right, Jesus.
I down my whole tray as well.
I'm gonna need Kristen to make another an opposed acrobatics check. So this is a dexterity roll.
Great to have -3 off the bat. 12.
Cool. You see that Rog, the half-orc jock, grabs your Bible out of your hand and tosses it into the kitchen. And you see it goes and spins and lands in a big vat of the cream corn and sinks into it. And you see he goes, "That's what you get for boring what you did. That's what you get for that."
Good thing I already know that whole thing by heart.
I cast Mage Hand and pull the book out of the creamed corn.
Cool. You see that as you go to start pulling the book out of the cream corn, the book pops out. It's covered in creamed corn, and there's a ton of goop all over it. See, the lunch lady says, "All right, everybody, you all gotta go. Everybody, go sit down." Rog says, "Think about it next time. Think about it."
Oh, don't even bother. He's a fucking oaf.
You guys have your lunch, and after lunch, you guys are in detention. You see the lawn outside, beautiful afternoon, filled with students all like, "Oh, you're my new best friend. We're gonna be adventurers. Yeah, let's make an adventuring party." And you see that Vice Principal Goldenhorde and a sort of young gnome who's like very rosy cheeked and his sort of like watery blue eyes walks in. See, they step in. Vice Principal Goldenhorn says, "Well, well, well, troublemakers," and Kirsten. Troublemaking bothers me on a deep level. This school can be a dangerous place. Students put a lot on the line here. And you, with your tomfoolery, your jackanapery, and your shenanigans, are a liability that cannot be allowed. Mr. Gibbons will handle your disciplinary action while I'm gone. So he turns and walks out, and you see that the gnome hoists himself up, so he's sitting on the edge of the desk, and he goes, "Okay, so how do we feel about what we did?" Yeah, right here.
I technically have diplomatic immunity, and do I have to be here?
I feel bad. I
Feel
didn't
bad?
mean to punch you. I got so mad.
I did punch you. It wasn't worth it, but I shouldn't be here. My crime was being too good for the Blood Rush team.
Okay.
Punched him.
Yeah, you punched him.
We all watched
I also
it
punched
for
him.
no
You're
reason
objective.
even.
Yeah.
I also admitted that I punched him. I said that.
Wow, okay, so that's a lot of feelings. Okay. How's everything at home, guys? Everything good?
It's great.
Everything good at home? Yeah. Okay. Now you know.
Why are you crying?
Why am I crying? Because I guess you tapped into something that, maybe home's not great.
Okay.
Maybe home's not great.
Okay. Now, those are strong feelings, okay? And I'm here to talk about anything, okay? If you have any problems, yes, right here.
Can't we just do lines instead of talking?
Yeah,
Sorry?
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Wow. Strong feelings all the way around. Now, there's something that I want to talk to all of you about. You guys hear a scream, a blood-curdling scream from down the hallway. Mr. Gibbons whips his head around and looks. What do you guys do?
Riz takes off.
I follow.
I'll go.
Same.
I mean, I guess if everybody's going, we should go.
Now, hold on, guys. Don't rush into anything.
I'm gonna go.
I just see them running, and I
guys-
think we're making a jailbreak.
You guys sprint. You run as fast as you can. The scream comes from the cafeteria.
No!
You burst forward. The doors open. You look ahead of you, and flitting around the cafeteria are horrifying little shapes with long wings. You see corn gremlins, cobs of corn with malevolent eyes and wide mouths, tearing at the walls and ripping the banners. And far at the end of the cafeteria, you see Doreen, the lunch lady, with her back turned to you, slowly gazing behind her shoulder, deep, sunken eyes, malevolent yellow, as spell energy, pulsating with arcane power, wraps around her ladle. Hey, kids. It's lunchtime. Again. Because we had lunch earlier. But bad lunch this time. As a
I feel like if you have
monster.
to
Pretty
explain
bad
the
last
joke,
time.
it's not a good joke.
It's a bad lunch. It's a bad lunch.
No!
A monstrous, pulsating mountain of creamed corn rises up, towering behind her. A colossal ooze begins to pseudopod its way forward. And I'm gonna need all of you guys to roll initiative.
Okay.
And that's where we'll leave off this week on Fantasy High.